Okay, we are back with part 17. Just wanted to quickly respond to some of the comments I've been receiving. I switched to a new converter program. Basically, what happened was that my upload times were sort of upwards of about 4 hours per video, and unfortunately, I actually do not live in the United States. My internet is a bit dicey. Um, so was kind of looking for something that made it a little bit more convenient for me. Unfortunately, apparently the video detail has gone way down, and some people have commented on that. So what I'm going to try and do is kind of mess around with this converter program and try to find a happy medium for everybody. So hopefully that works out. So we're back in the game. We just finished, I believe it was the Oracle. We picked up our Golden Age. Now, I've actually been sitting here not recording for about 15 minutes, kind of thinking exactly about what I want to do and everything. I was extremely tempted to go for the Great Lighthouse. Here it says 14 turns. I actually messed around with the tiles a bit, and we can get it down to 12 by taking off our Scientist and moving onto this hill and moving off of this tile and onto a one-hammer plains farm. It's extremely tempting for the express reason of picking up a free Great Merchant. Now the thing is that in Vanilla Enhanced mod, the Great Merchant scales depending on what era you're in. So we're in the medieval era, and we're not really going to reach Renaissance for quite some time. So our gold from a Great Merchant would be about 700, if I'm not mistaken. So that really delays the National College quite a bit. It kind of delays all of our plans. I know we're extremely short on cash. We're not going to have a luck sale for another 10 churns. But I think we will be able to upgrade. Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to, it's going to be really close either way. But we're going to go ahead and stick with the the National College idea here. So we need this library purchased. Brings us down 37 gold. It's not a comfortable position at this moment, but that's what we're going to do. So let's go for the National College. It says 17 churns, and what happens here? 12 churns. Or 13, excuse me. We're going to leave this Scientist on, as we want to finish this as quickly as possible. It's currently giving us 3 science, and as we see, we have 30 total output. Plus 2 from trade deals, so it's quite a bit of science at this point. And we do want to start getting into the Great Scientist game here. So it's going to be really close as far as how many longbows we can get upgraded. If we can get a catapult out in time to help us, we're going to need a catapult. But it just seems like, I don't know, the lighthouse, like I said, isn't going to generate as much gold as we need. And then if we do go to the Great Lighthouse, we
Gelin
still need to build
pazarlığa
the National
tutuşalım.
College. So,
Hoşunuza gider mi?
man, I haven't played this game. Well, I haven't played this particular game for a while, so I sort of forget where we are. The Ottomans. Okay, so they are a little bit below average as far as their score, and their science is way down. Global relations. Where's the Ottomans? There they are. So we have an open borders, and they have open borders and a friendship with Egypt. So this seems fairly safe at this point. Although they're guarded? Strange. I did mention that I'm not actually living in the US right now. I moved to Costa Rica about 2 years ago, and I'm down here teaching English to Costa Ricans, and really it's probably the best decision I ever made in my life. I'm having so much fun down here. The people are really great. I've learned another language. It's been pretty amazing. If anyone seeing this is in the area, feel free to let me know. I don't know what the chances of that are, but you know. Us gringos gotta stick together. Alright, so what we want to do is you know, obviously we want to finish the exploration, but more importantly, we need to get this trireme the hell out of here. And this is really the only unit we have that can kind of take care of that. So let's... Oh man. How do we get down there exactly? Hopefully through here. So who needs orders? This lost general of mine. We are getting bombarded here. Six. Decisive will take 5. We can afford that. Okay. So, every little bit of gold is really key at this point, so that's nice. Yeah, so we have these kind of idle workers that we're just going to fortify for the moment. I did check, and our city is expanding here next, so hopefully it heads towards these cows. A stable is going to be pretty nice in this city. We'll have 3 stable resources, so that will definitely help out the low production that we have in this area. Good. Yeah, okay, there goes the Great Lighthouse anyway. Okay, let's get our scout in there. A spearman, huh? Now, unfortunately... Oh, there we go. That's actually good for us because we didn't want to eliminate a player by killing Paris, so that's pretty nice for us. I mean, it's really hard to get at this guy. He is promoted open. They have a 7 melee strength versus our 4. So we can take a hit. It's going to be close. Unfortunately, he's going to block us from getting where we need to go, so we need to take care of him. Wow. Alright. Okay, we survived that. If we do go here, we will be fine. He can't bombard us over that hill, forested hill. I saw an upgrade somewhere, yeah. We do want open for France. And what is this? Open borders with Montezuma. So let's... I mean, 1% of our gross income, while I did say it's going to start getting to the point where mutual is sort of more worth it. Yeah, so 1% would be, what, 0.5 gold per turn? So it's about 25 gold. So, yeah, what we're actually going to do here, we need, desperately need just straight up gold. Give us your gold. If we weren't in such a dire need, I'd probably just go mutual. I don't know if that makes sense exactly, but I don't know. And we do have open borders with France until, well, where is that? I know the peace deal was 20 turns, but yeah, the open border is 30, so I think we'll be alright coming around this way. I don't know. So Egypt just announced it's protecting Amadi. I don't know if that means it's thinking about picking it up. I mean, it still has no influence with Almaty, it's just protecting them, but that maybe indicates it's looking to get a little friendlier with them. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Really can't afford to be throwing gold at our city-states, so if he does go for it, we'll probably just have to let him have it for the moment and just take the friend points. Okay, so he's just kind of chilling there. And now we have a general in the area. I feel a little bit better about leaving that archer there. Ooh. Okay, never mind. I thought that was like our trireme has been destroyed. Nope. So can we? No, he still has zone of control, so we need to just eliminate him once and for all. Catherine declared on Montezuma. And where do we grow? Okay, we grew here. Wait, what do you mean we grew here? I thought we had 3 citizens. Unless they starved because of this guy? That would be annoying. I think that is the case. Yeah, actually I'm certain that's the case because wow, that sucks. We just cannot catch a break with these barbarians this game, huh? Although there was a pretty interesting comment posted to me. I don't know if it was on the channel or actually no, I think it was in the forums about like very early on in this game when I had lost the warrior down here and I had this worker trying to get this cotton. Someone said to me, "Well, why didn't you just buy a warrior?" Who's this? Harun has declared on Montezuma as well. All right. It's like, why didn't you just buy a warrior? I mean, you saw the barbarians, and I really couldn't give him an answer other than I just felt extremely cocky. I'm playing kind of a difficulty level below what I normally shoot for. I'm not like a master of Immortal, but I do generally play it. So I felt, I guess, I mean, my excuse is I was like basically totally overconfident about kind of keeping him out of harm's way, and as we see, that didn't quite work out as planned. There's fresh water here? What? Oh, I guess the river kind of loops around. I didn't even see that. That's interesting. Very hard to see. I mean, as you can see, our borders are right on top of that river. So, I mean, I did not see that at all. But anyway. So, I mean, don't have much going on. We'll just finish some farms, I guess. I don't know. What was this? I saw nothing. And I do want to give this scout some XP. Be nice to get him to level 2 for the extra movement and extra defense in rough. So let's see what we can do about that here. We just took 12 damage. We're going to have to be very, very careful about that. Well, not much we can do at this point, but... Okay, let's try to get home. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, no. Well, it could be that we come all the way here and then back across the continent. But I think it's worth at least seeing what happens over at Dublin. It'll save us some time in the long run, I hope. And the barbarian's actually running away from our city, so that's nice. How many turns? Okay, need one more turn on the pasture. And when I say one, what it really means is that this turn he's going to be building, and then next turn it will display 0 and we can force him to finish it. Alright guys, it's the end of the video. I will see you in 18. Cool.